Hey, my friend, here we are, lesson 2. Lesson 2. Just close your eyes for just a moment. Do you hear that? What'd you hear? Anything? Nothing? Did you hear lots of mumbled thoughts? What'd you notice? Lesson 2, practice presence. And that was just a real quick 5-second, close your eyes, tune in. But when I'm talking about practicing presence, I'm talking about it from a perspective of really being aware of where your thoughts are right now, in this moment, in this moment, in this moment. Do you know that Spirit speaks in present moment? Present moment. Never in the past, never in the future. In present moment. So when we practice presence and we stay in present moment, we receive more messages from the spirit world. When we're present, it also helps us to stand in our power, because our power is in this present moment, and this present moment, and this present moment, and this present moment. Your power is right here, right now, and right here, right now, and right here, right now. It's not in the past. Don't go there. It's not in the future. That hasn't happened yet. Your power is in present moment. And Spirit is speaking in present moment too. So it'll pay off like a lot to be very present in your life. So how do we do that? How do we become present? And why? The why is pretty simple. The more present you are, the more aware you are of your thoughts. The more you are aware of where your thoughts are taking you, the more you are aware of your fears and where they're taking you. You see, when you're present, it's as if you're standing as the observer. And I'm just noticing what I notice. I'm not sitting in judgment. I'm not being critical. I'm just standing in the role of the observer to just see what I see and hear what I hear and feel what I feel and know what I know. And in that place where my power lies, I can have the awareness of my thoughts, and I can have the awareness of my reaction or response to those thoughts. So let's just do a little activity real quick right now. Wherever you are, just keep the video running. Wherever you are, just want you to take, let's say, 2 minutes. And for those 2 minutes, just want you to become present in your space. So I don't want you to close your eyes, because it's great to be able to close our eyes. That's actually easier to be present when we close out the distractions. But I actually want you to be aware with your eyes open. So for the next couple minutes, just be present in the space that you're in. Notice what you notice. So for example, if I were doing this, I notice my fan. And I notice the lights. And I notice the microphone. And I notice the carpet. And I notice the chair. So just carry on with that for a moment. Just being present in the environment that you're in. And as you're just present in the environment, sometimes you notice things you never noticed because you're actually present. Like, have you ever hung a picture up on a wall and you notice that picture? Let's say it's an affirmation. It's a really beautiful affirmation. And at first, when you first hang it up, every day you notice it and you read it. And then it just becomes part of the scenery. And we're not present with it anymore. And we don't notice it anymore. We just miss it. It's just part of the furniture, so to speak. Well, that's what happens in our lives. And sometimes Spirit's even speaking to you, like every day, all the time, but it's just become part of your life and you don't even pay attention. So it's part of the furniture. And the opportunity is, if you really got present and you started to notice in this present moment the energy around you, the items around you, the vibrations around you, you might tap into a whole other world. It's already there. You just may not have noticed it. Now, the other thing that I love about presence is that if you want more presence, you actually have to focus on more presence. Spirit World said to me a few years ago, I was writing my book, The Love Never Ends, and Spirit World gave me a beautiful quote, and I love it, and I embrace it, and I absolutely agree. And it's a great reminder for me, so maybe this will be good for you too. And they were referring to, in connection with our loved ones, but this actually applies to any area of our life, I believe. You cannot focus on our absence and experience our presence. You cannot focus on our absence and experience our presence. If you focus on our presence, you will experience our presence. And if you focus on our absence, you will experience our absence. Now let's expand that a little bit. If you focus on presence, this present moment, you will experience more of that. If you focus on the presence of your loved ones, you'll experience more presence of your loved ones. If you focus on more presence in your heart and maybe love in your heart, you'll experience more of that in your heart. If you focus on the absence of your loved ones in spirit, you can only experience and see their absence. You can only feel into the absence. But the same thing goes if you focus on the loss of a relationship, you can only experience the loss. If you focus on the grief, you can only experience the grief. The joy, the memories, the love has a very difficult time breaking through the density of the heaviness and the loss and the grief. Therefore, we choose. Focus on the presence or focus on the absence. I'm going to suggest strongly that we focus on presence. So for lesson 2, it's about practicing presence, seen and unseen. And just notice what you notice.